A very good day to everyone watching this video. So, welcome to our YouTube channel Bioscholars Academy. So, what is this Bioscholars Academy all about? So, it is a online coaching forum for all your life science related competitive exams like CSIR, UGC, NET, and KSET, and also your NEET for UG preparations. Okay, so this is about Bioscholars Academy. So, what is so special about Bioscholars Academy? I shall tell you in the further classes, further videos. So, before that, in today's video, we shall discuss about what is this CSIR UGC net. Many of you are not aware of what is this CSIR UGC net, and today in this video, we shall discuss about what this CSIR UGC net is. So before starting the video, I would request all of you to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well as follow me on my Instagram page. And if you have any queries related to this video or related to life science, you can always email us at bioscholarsacademyinfo@gmail.com. Okay, without further ado, we shall proceed to the further slides. Okay, so before starting with the video, you may all wonder what is she up to and what actually is her qualification to talk about CSIR UGC net. Okay, practically speaking, I've completed my MSc in biotechnology. Okay, and I have qualified the CSIR UGC net twice. Once in the year June 2018, I cleared my lectureship. So I will be discussing what lectureship is in the further slides. With an All India rank of 27, AIR stands for All India rank. Then also qualified CSIR UGC NET JRF in the year December 2018 with an All India rank of 57. And along with this, I also have 2 years of experience in CSIR UGC NET coaching. I have been a part of an academy, and also I have been teaching at private tuitions here in Bangalore for CSIR UGC NET. Okay, so coming to what is CSIR UGC NET. CSIR UGC NET, see, first of all, what is CSIR? CSIR is Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, whose headquarters is located at Delhi. So, what do they actually do? They provide fellowships or they provide stipends for people who have aspirations towards research. Okay, to put it in a very simple word. Okay, so there are many CSIR labs all over the country. They just don't provide fellowship only for the students who want to work in CSIR lab. You have a strong project, you want to join as JRF. They do provide you fellowship, and after JRF, after 2 years of JRF, you'll be promoted as SRF. What is this JRF? JRF stands for Junior Research Fellow. Okay, so after your MSc, you want to pursue research. You have to approach a research center, say like IISc, IIT, JNCSR. Okay, there will be JRF vacancies, or you can enroll for PhD. And for enrolling there, this CSIR net qualification is very, very important. Okay, so if you have a CSIR net qualification or you have cleared gate, okay, then it is it is a mandatory criteria. Most of the institutes have CSIR UGC net as a most mandatory criteria. Okay, most of the recognized labs. Okay, then UGC stands for University Grants Commission. So CSIR in collaboration with UGC are conducting net. Okay, NET stands for National Eligibility Test. Fine. So national level eligibility test for applying for JRF. Okay, just a second. Yeah, for JRF or PhD along with fellowship. So you do research, side by side you're getting an income, you're getting a scholarship kind of thing from the central government. Okay, that is the whole idea of this fellowship. Okay, or else what is the other criteria? You can become a professor. Okay, so you're qualified with your net. It is an additional qualification for you to apply along with your masters. If you are qualified with net, it's a very additional qualification, and people will prefer you over the rest. Okay, and your pay scale will also differ. Okay, there are cutoffs. Okay, so from this percentage to this percentage, it is for LS. Okay, then GRF again varies for various categories: general merit, SC, ST, OBC, all that is there. Okay, so I hope you all got a vague idea of what CSIR UGC net is all about. Okay, now coming to the exam pattern, this exam pattern is very important. I'll just use a highlighter. Okay, first the part A is general aptitude. You will have logical thinking, number series. Okay, it just tests your aptitude, and you'll have a total question of 20, and out of that you have to answer 15 questions only. Okay, so you always have options, and each question carries 2 marks. So 15 into 2, the total mark is 30 for part A. Then coming to part B is also 2 mark question. You will have 50 question. See, part A is a general aptitude. It's general for all the this one, all the subjects like life science, mathematical science, earth science. Okay, so general aptitude is a common subject. Okay, then part B is subject related. Your subject, say for example life sciences or earth sciences or chemical sciences or mathematical sciences, anything for that matter. Out of that you have to attend 35 questions, and you have a 15 question choice. Okay, you can actually leave 15 questions, and each question carries 2 mark, a total of 70 marks. Okay, and then finally part C, the most important part, and it's a single paper. Okay, it's a single paper. Your CSIR UGC net is a single paper, and everything has to be completed within 3 hours of time. Okay, so part C, scientific concept. Look at the total questions, 75, but you have to attempt only 25 questions. You can actually leave out 50 questions. Okay, and each question carries 44 marks, a total of 25 into 400 marks. So 70 plus 30 plus 100 is total of 200 marks. Okay, and the total number of questions are 145, out of which you're going to attend 75 questions. Okay, so once you people understand the exam pattern and study according to it, you will definitely be able to clear it. Okay, now how tough is CSIR UGC net? Okay, many of you know, those who are pursuing your graduation and post graduation in life sciences, you all have that notion in mind that CSIR UGC net is tough. Yes, definitely it's difficult. Okay, but when you understand these nuances, when you understand the exam pattern, when you understand how to prepare for the exam, what all units you should be studying, what all units you should be dealing with, then the exam is going to become very easier, and you can clear it at least in your second attempt. If you're a very average student, you can clear it within your second attempt, or if you're extremely intelligent, if you're very confident, in the very first attempt you can definitely clear. Okay, fine. There are very important things. Willpower. First thing is willpower. What is the need for me to clear this exam? Dedication. You need to dedicate at least quarter of your day to prepare for this exam. Then confidence. You should be confident enough to go and face the exam. You need to, all more than this, you need to have an organized study plan. Okay, everyone can advise you. You can see lots of videos, you can go attend lot of coaching centers, but still your own idea of learning should be there. Okay, then notes, making notes. Okay, this is one of the most important point which I always stress upon. You have to make your own notes, no matter how much ever notes you have outsourced. Then refer standard textbooks and stay motivated. Sometimes you may feel like, no, I cannot do this at all. Okay, there are times even when I have felt it. Okay, but still you have to motivate yourself, you have to keep yourself energized, and only then you can always clear this exam. Okay. Yes, same. Again, I'm just giving you few tips and tricks. Choose your units wisely. See, CSIR consists of around 13 units. Okay, I would personally tell you there's no need to prepare for all the 13 units, because I already told you there are a lot of options, right? So when there is so much of options, you don't have to spend a lot of time and your mind on studying units which you are not at all familiar with. Say for example, a person with a zoology background will not have idea regarding plant physiology, so he can definitely quit. Okay, a person from a botany background will not have much idea of animal physiology, so he or she can definitely quit studying that unit. There's no harm. Okay, then prepare 8 to 9 units thoroughly. Out of those 13 units, you can always, for sure, if you prepare for 8 to 9 units thoroughly, you can definitely clear CSIR with a very decent rank. Okay, I can assure you this. Okay, then more important, have your basics clear. Keep your basics very very clear. Until and unless you understand the basics, you are not going to understand the further concepts. Okay, so always start right from the basics. Say for example, amino acids. Start from what an amino acid is, why is it called amino, why is it called an acid. Okay, what are the types of amino acid, based on what are the amino acids classified. So you need to have all the basics clear. Only until there and unless, you will not be able to understand the further difficult concepts. Okay, then question discussion. Many of them don't practice question. They study a lot of theory, they refer textbooks, they refer all standard textbooks, but they fail to practice questions. Okay, so when they fail to practice question, they are not used for that exam environment. Okay, so questions from previous CSIR question papers, or from various question banks which are available. Okay, that is very very important. Then practicing questions, previous year questions, as I already said you. Okay, next, make flowchart tables to help you remember things better. See, it's huge. CSIR syllabus is huge. Even 8 to 9 units is very huge. Okay, so you have to make your own flowcharts, own diagrams, own tables. Okay, to remember things better, you can use different colors, different concepts, and make your own flowcharts. Okay, that is one of the best idea ever to remember the lot of information that you have to study to clear this exam. Okay, fine. So this is all about this video. Stay tuned, and if you have any queries, do email us at this email id, and follow us on Instagram, and do subscribe to our channel at Bioscholars Academy. And if you have any queries, do comment in the comment section. Yes, so this is our small initiative towards bio learning. I hope we make it big with all our effort. Thank you.